Why do you want to be a student representative?
Because I did a lot of voluntary experience before coming into this. I had represented NGOs that I've worked before, and as I started a virtual, I'm the first batch who started a virtual classes from Centennial from last September, and I felt that there were a lot of problems that students face everyday basis. Especially I was in eSentinel platform with co-curricular coordinator, and I see people talking even this morning a lot of problems, and that's why I feel like I can represent because I was helping them on the so I can advocate and I can show professors or the college or other people like, oh, this is a problem and we should review it. So I'm more into edge of this virtual platform.
How are you involved in the Centennial College community? For example, are you involved in any clubs? Do you participate in athletics? Do any volunteering? Things like that.
I guess I've been in a lot of events like CSIA and also a lot of meetups like in MS Teams. So we have the Centennial meetup, Centennial Experience. I started with Centennial Experience meetup when the app started growing, like when they started the app. And later, me and Ali, we together decided to do a social meetups. This is me and Ali, we together doing it right now. So this is how I connect. I go to different events like Sage international events or other platforms. So I try to go to most of the events to connect, or maybe leadership conference. I was in leadership conference like a month ago. More I connect, more I know people, more I connect. So it's been 8 months, and I'm very happy that I've already a platform called Social Meetups that we are working, and it's kind of very successful. It's just starting.
And what qualifies you for this position, do you think?
I guess I more represent to the student, virtual student fact that I've never been to the campus. I saw it from the outside, never been inside. But virtually, what people face it like eSentinel, MySentinel, basic things. Half of the students doesn't even know. The new folks who comes, they doesn't even know what is class list is, how e-portfolio can help them to build identity. And that is something I have the edge. I learned it from the first semester that, oh my God, it's everything is there. You just need to click and see and experiment. So with that experience, I can help virtually, and it's going to go on. We will be a virtual world for sort of time, like it's going to be there. So I believe my agenda of making a virtual identity, what resources Sentinel already had, could help folks very easily, and also reduce a lot of burden to success advisors and other folks and the professors.
What are you most passionate about? Do you have hobbies or interests or other goals, things like that?
Volunteering. That's what I did the last 5 years. I worked with NGO, which is Rotary Club, which is United Nations NGO. So I also did my fellowship and represented my country in United Nations. Love to talk to people, help them. Always talking with people, listening, very important, and sort of emulating that. First to see, like if I get elected, the first I want to see if there's a problem. Do we have the resource in the school already or not? And if the person has accessibility on, and if we don't have them, we create one. So this is how I'm going to go. I'm not going to just create. I feel like folks doesn't know that we have a lot of resources available which could help students. So yeah, I'm a people person. I can listen, I can talk, I can understand and see where I can facilitate and where we can reach them with support that I can connect. Sort of mediumship, I would say.
If you were to be elected, what would be your first priority?
To understand the other part of the CCSA, I'm out of the iceberg, have to get inside of it, how the board works, understanding each role. I do have an overview, how it works, especially in the virtual world, to whom I'm very responsible, how we collaborate, and how I'm gonna fix the agenda that I have it. I'm working on it, and how I'm gonna work with my vice president, other board directors, the development officers. So yeah, first knowing the structure, very important, I believe, and then work upon people, and also connect with students and whatever I already faced it and already see it's happening, putting forward to the management. So I guess knowing first, learning it, and then starting.
So since we've moved to this online environment, um, we've heard some student complaints and that kind of stuff. Have you heard about any complaints about learning online, or heard from students about problems on campus, and how would you fix them?
So, can I give you a scenario regarding that? Like this morning, I was talking to one of the students from, I guess, office administration, and she had a problem to actually look into her Microsoft GMI metrics course, right? And it's not a, it's pretty much like a synchronized class, so she cannot go and ask the professor, and professor takes a lot of time to reach out to the students. I suggested you go for a LinkedIn, there's a LinkedIn Learning, and she totally forgot that part. She had it in mind, but at that moment, she totally forgot. She's been dealing it for the last 3 days, and I said, you could have gone to LinkedIn, which is free for you, and watch a video, check the topic, watch a video, and you can obviously email to the professor. If you don't get a reply, you can do your own part. So I did that one. Then there was a locker down problems for first semester student. I guess there is a lot of disconnections between professors, and I totally get the professor point of there's so many people texting them all the time. So I guess that's the thing I'm going to bring into collaborating between the students, because we know there is a platform to collaborate with teachers, with experts, but there are very less platform where students can collaborate with other students. So that will be my agenda, and I will work around it so that virtually students can connect with students. Because, for example, I'm doing some assignment, I have some problem. I could ask professor, but generally I would also prefer to ask people who are sitting behind and my friend, hey, like, did you did that? Like, how did you did that? And that sort of thing is not happening. The people has to go check, email the students, and if the other person agreed on the part, then they go to other platform like WhatsApp or a Zoom call, and then they do it. So it's a lengthier process. I believe we should have a platform in Centennial itself where they can collaborate on the same thing.
What is your vision for the CCSAI, and how do you hope to help grow the organization?
I guess my vision is to advocate, also to help to listen to students' problem. People who are from the domestic, international, every cases, and sort of navigate them to our experts and facilities the Centennial College provide. So, sort of act as a mediumship, as I said it will. Listen to them and provide them the service, listen to them. And if we see that something is not unavailable, then create that move to help students. So I think reaching them, and I believe a lot of folks doesn't even know about CSIA and doesn't come. And even in yesterday's campaign, I said that we need one CSI officer in every information session, every course. I don't see them, but there are a lot of new folks come into information session. That way we can have one person that think there is a problem and come to CCSI, right? So I guess more presence of CCSI members in a lot of events also will be my first sort of agenda. And then from there, because first we need to connect and we see what's the problem and evaluate, then help.
So how do you think we can improve the communication and connection between the CCSAI and our students?
I guess say that presence, where we see where students come first. For example, when a new student comes, this is my personal experience. I've seen then there are more folks in information session, like engineering. I'm from the engineering background. I've seen the information session. There were like more than 100 people. I don't see 100 people in any other platform, any other CCSA, not even more than like 50 in general. So I guess that being said, maybe they know they exist, but they don't know what we do for them. You know what I'm saying? They just don't open CCSI website. They just open Centennial website, right? That is cool. They should, but then they should also know about the CCSI. So that being said, creating a lot of, we all already have a lot of events. It's more presence on those Centennial events, collaborating every CCSI member, having those members with them, collaboration on the Centennial would help them to know and make awareness of what we do. Or maybe like an email from an email package from our side to every new student. And if they get it, how we can engage them So like, going forward to create more events or make them sending them emails like, yeah, this is that and this is that, and you can come in. But I totally get it. There are people, they don't want to come in, they don't join it. But I guess we can even go to our respective classes for just like 1 minute and two, aware of it. Or maybe we can see a CCACI have an Centennial. That thing too. There's huge opportunities. I know it's a coursework, but then a single column of CCSAI and Centennial will help to collaborate, and we can put boundaries and ground rules on it.
So what do you think are the current important issues at CCSAI, and how do you think we can plan on informing the student body about how those issues are being worked on?
I believe since 8 months, I'm not a very experienced student here, but since 8 months, I've seen one thing is not a lot of people come to CCI events. I guess this semester we could see like 30, 40 people coming into bingos and other events, but I remember when we started fall semester, it was on more than 20 where people went. As I said, more awareness, reaching out more students, and even when campus is open up, telling them, going them, to people, classes, vouchers, whatever resources we have available, working on them to make it awareness, to see that we are with you side, and we can help with your problem. If you have any problem, faster related and can bring it up, right? And we can work for it. So you have a say, and that's my slogan. Like if you have a say, then like you can come down and talk to us, and then we can work on it. And there will be various types of problems, and also let them know that what college kind of expect from them, and acknowledging them. No, that's the first I would have. Even if I can't do it, I shouldn't be ignored. I should acknowledge it. What else we can do?
So can you give a specific example of a challenge that you've experienced and how you handled it? It could be personal or academic or professional challenge, just how you deal with it.
I guess there's two challenges, I believe, virtually. I'm going to take the scenario right now with Centennial. I have so many of them. The worst channel is, I guess everybody's trying to like for example, who are passed out or like in the last semester or doing a field placement, they're trying to make their importance and create a brand and virtual identity, so that they can show to employers that what they caliber of and what they can do for it. And so we are missing that way. I believe recently we created an event where me and Ali, and there's one more experts outsider guests, we bring them on, and with this event on the Sentinel platform, Sentinel experience platform, talking about how can you make a virtual identity, and it's very, very important from the first day of the class you start. And we talked about how you can create a website, how you can do a LinkedIn profile, how you can collaborate all your projects in website. Or maybe you're not interested to create a website. Maybe you can collaborate, like for example, a music student can collaborate with software engineering student, and he can create a website for him, and he can create music and put the projects on it. So it's a project for both of them, right? This sort of collaboration would help to create the virtual identity that I'm very focusing on, and would help in future people when they go for employers to show, oh, I'm there already, and so this sort of challenge, I've seen it personally. I feel that I feel like, oh my God, it's online. How also organizing things, overlapping a lot of events. It's also very a situation that we are facing, and it's a big challenge. Some folks are outside of the country. They're not even in the same world that we're living in. So that is a big challenge. And I believe creating different events for different people of different country, like who live outside of the world, would also help with the different timings, will help to connect more folks who are about to come to Canada, and but then still they need help, because they always take the initiative to be a part of other events. But I've seen very few events initially we take it from our side to connect with them.